Hello, you raging fucking homosexuals.
This ain't therapy, but it's cheaper. And it's so much more fucking fun. So let's go.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to This Ain't Therapy.
Today we are going to be talking about icks and
Icks.
just icks in general. Like anything icky. Icky.
Icky. But before we do that, apologies that we didn't upload a video last week. I have been sick and didn't get out of bed for 3 days. And I've also been working crazy hours while sick. So when Cory said to me, "Oh, we need to film the podcast," I looked at him and said, "Are you out of your tiny fucking mind? I'm going to bed."
And I was sick the week before as well, so.
So we needed a little recoup.
We needed a bit of a break, but we did release 2 episodes a couple of weeks ago, and we hope that you guys loved listening and watching our podcasts and continue to do so. Tonight we are drinking
a silver medal winner.
Gold. We couldn't afford gold. Too much.
Babes, these are our times. We've been sick all week, you know what I mean? But this is called the Drover. It's a Pinot Gris. It's a 2024 Pinot Gris. Where is it from? I bet it's from... Oh, it's from New South
It
Wales.
says cheese on there.
What?
It just said something with seafood.
Oh, so it's good to enjoy with seafood or soft cheese.
Oh.
But we don't really tend to drink wine with food. We just drink wine. So...
As food.
Healthy diet.
Yes, thanks. Oh.
Bottom sisters.
I was hoping that you would fill my... I was hoping that you was going to fill my glass up. Because, I mean, it's not empty, but that's going to be empty by the end of it. Guys, what are you drinking? Okay, stop. Oh my god. Oh my... No. Oh.
You're full. Wait.
Oh my god, don't. The chaos that happens within these fucking episodes, and then the next morning or the after we finish, we're like, why are there...
Why is the shit everywhere over the house?
Episodes, there was paper everywhere, there's just shit everywhere.
Well, we like to have fun.
What was our last 2 episodes about? Oh, these were our fun stories. What happened when I went to Adelaide, you getting done by Melbourne / you catching things.
Don't remember. I didn't catch anything.
You did go and get a health check, which is great. And we recommend to everybody that is anybody, it doesn't matter who you are, what you are, where you are from, whatever else. If you have facilities,
sexual health checkup.
Correct, because we just don't know what you've got.
I mean, to be fair, the visit to the sexual health clinic was hysterical because I was like, "You better, I've got something," and they were like, "No, you don't."
No. You just need to go and see a GP. You've just got a cold.
You've got a cold, babes.
There's no STI or STD or anything that's going to kill you. That's a cold.
But listen, at least I am someone who looks after themselves. You know, you want to go out there and have fun and play around and have sex and do those things. You also need to make sure you're taking care of your body and that you're also taking the precautions before and also the precautions after. So
yes, correct. Word of advice, don't have your housemates antibiotics because they sometimes don't work. So this episode we are going to talk about icks, and we are going to dive into what we don't like, really.
Yeah, icks.
I mean, I have icks, but I don't have any at the top of my head. So you're going to start this episode.
Oh, I've got a whole list.
And you've got it on your phone, which annoys me that you can't come to the podcast prepared, but it's okay. We're going to smash...
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have any icks ready for this?
No.
But I haven't come prepared? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5.
You've got 5? Okay, so it's a Gareth episode today, guys.
Oh, great. So I wasn't prepared because I need to read my notes. And you?
I'm going to have to come up with some icks. Not come up with them, but as you talk through yours, mine will just... I'm a very just... give it as it is person, you know. I just go with the flow, sort of.
And I'm sure that's what your boyfriend thought last night in the garden.
Right.
You just gave it as it is.
Your first ick. Tell me about your first ick.
The first ick that I've got down here is when men say, or when people say, "Treat 'em mean, keep 'em keen."
Oh my god, my mum says that.
Right. Well, let me unpack.
My mum always says that to me. She's like, "Cory,
treat 'em mean, keep 'em keen."
Treat 'em mean, keep 'em keen.
But the problem with that, like, let's break that down.
Okay.
Let's break that entire phrase down. Treat them mean to keep them keen. So first of all, it starts on the premise of games. Like,
Correct.
I am going to act off with you. Like, and listen, there's a very big difference between when you meet someone and there's a connection and there's that flirty, like, bully, like,
Yeah.
not so much bullying, but that I'm going to tease you a little bit.
Yeah.
That I can understand. But I feel like we've somewhat lost that along the way, and now we think just treating everyone like a cunt because we have sex with them.
But it doesn't even need to be like that. It doesn't even need to be like sexual. You can just be like, you're interested in them, and or
So I'm gonna be horrible
they're
to you.
interested in you. So I'm just gonna be a nasty fuck with you. It's. I mean, I can't say that I do that.
Manipulation
I
for
can't-
the nation. Is that not red flag? Because let me
That's red
tell
flag
you,
energy.
like, I have experienced that. I think we all have, and
Yeah.
I think there is an element of truth in the saying. However,
It's how you execute.
I feel like we have lost the meaning of it. I feel like
Yeah.
people will deliberately just treat you like shit.
I mean,
because they like you.
I think that saying does come from like a little bit of an older generation where it's like, you know, treat them mean, keep them keen. It's like, don't give them your everything right up front, but let them like come and ask for things or like.
So change the fucking saying then, because to me that whole headline and
Yeah.
and the way that people our age act on that headline is gross.
So
Like,
give me an example.
get out my bed, get out my room. I'll give you an example.
Give me an example of when someone's like treated you mean.
So I've dated
keep
someone.
you keen.
I've previously dated someone,
Yeah.
and they have been fucking vile to me. Like, put you down, say horrible things about what you were,
Oh.
about how you dress, and then when you're out in public with friends or
They're
with
completely
colleagues, you're the sun and the moon.
Oh no. That's
And
that.
so,
That saying isn't keep it. That's not treat them mean, keep them keen. That's not.
well,
That is not how it should be.
I think that that's probably more of an abusive version of it.
Yes, agreed.
However, there are still many times where my friends have been like, I've been in a situation, we've been drinking wines, or such and such a body's text me, and they'll be like, oh, wait, don't fucking text him back straight away. And if you are going to text back, say something a bit cold, or say something a bit coy.
Yeah.
Because treat them mean, keep them keen. And I'm like, but why? But why are we doing that? Let's just peel all that back and say, yeah, I think you're cute. Like, what are we doing? You look beautiful today. Like, why can't we just have a healthy, open communication?
That's such
It
an
shouldn't matter
interesting, yeah.
how long it takes to text back. It shouldn't matter how long it takes to make the call. Like, why are we putting these little barriers in place for that person to then go, I'm reading the signal though, and I'm getting this kind of vibe from it. So now I'm going to retaliate by also behaving the same way.
It's just a game. It's like Monopoly.
It's a game.
It's a game. It's like, well, you did this to me, so
now I'm going to do
this to you to get at you because you did that to me, and now.
How old are we? 12?
No.
How old are we? Because that is behavior to me that says I am not emotionally stable or intelligent enough to be able to just be authentic with
I mean, I love a good game. I love a good game sometimes because I feel like there's things that you go, okay, but it's okay for you to do that, but it's not okay for me to do that. Double standards game, right? That's one thing is you can do it, but I can't do it, or I can do it, but you can't do it. And we've probably all been through
in the bin.
So that's probably where that saying comes from, is like treat them mean, keep them keen. If they do that to you, then you should do that to them. But I mean, is it right to do?
But am I right in thinking we usually say that saying, or that saying comes into play at when? The beginning of a relationship. And what does that do? It sets the whole premise of the rest of your relationship up on games. No, thank you. Stay over there. I'm going to stay in my room. I'm quite content there. I've got my little iPad. Can watch what I want. I don't have to worry about you sleeping next to me, or snoring, or all of that bullshit. No, thank you. Stay over there.
Icky.
Ick. Because you haven't got any icks.
I'm having a conversation, so I haven't thought. I can't do two things at once.
It's okay. It's all right.
We'll go through some of yours, and then I will come up with an ick because I know that there will be an ick that I have.
All right, my next one. Oh my god, you can see I've got a lot of icks. A lot of men have given me the ick.
Maybe this is why you're single.
Because everyone just gives me the ick?
Because you just fucking ick everything and anyone.
No, I don't. I think the reason why I'm single, and I'll be honest with you, is 99% of the time the guys who are into me, I'm not really into them. It's just, I'm sorry, it's just how it
That's
is.
the way it works.
Secondly, I don't really put myself out there as much as I should. Like, let's be honest.
What do you fucking mean?
Like, from a dating perspective.
Okay,
Like, I
I'm
don't
glad
go...
you clarified that, because I was going to say you literally fucking put your things out the other night when
But that's sex.
episode...
That's not the same. That's sex. That is just two people saying, hello, drop your pants, I'll drop my pants. Let's
Did you say hello to them, or you just...
I mean, you don't really...
just clicked at them? Or did you whistle? What did you do? What did you do?
I'm just saying, I don't put myself out there. And actually, you know what's so funny? No, I did not. You know what's so funny? I looked at my Facebook memories, and I have actually been single for 9 years. I had one little relationship in between that lasted for 6 months. I don't know if that counts. It was just dating. So I don't know if my ex-boyfriend has put me off men for life. And I hope he hasn't, because we've been through this. Eventually, I would like to meet a boyfriend. It would be really nice. Sponsorship. Regardless of what country it's in, it would be nice to meet someone. But at the same time, if I'm high maintenance because I'm not going to settle for a way of being treated,
Yeah.
then I'm high maintenance.
I mean, you shouldn't just be in a relationship because you have to be in one. Like, that's, there's a lot of people that are single. There's a lot of people that will stay single for a very long time and maybe forever. But that doesn't mean that they're not a loving person, or they're not a
worthy of love.
Worthy of love. You have to find the right person for you. And
I am not looking
it's good
for that person.
No, you should never look for love.
If somebody appears in my life and it works, then fine. But I'm not.
If you go, my theory on relationships and love is, if you are actively sourcing a relationship or actively sourcing to find somebody,
You're not finding.
then you will not find the right. You will find someone, because there's people out there,
But not the right person.
But you won't find the right person for you.
That's great. So I love that. That's if you're in fifth gear. What do we do for people like me who are not even in first gear? Because I don't even go out on, I've been on a few dates.
Yeah, but you've been working.
I think I had a look online and I saw that Melbourne do like a gay speed dating. I might go gay speed dating. But anyway, we're going on.
That freaks me the fuck out. That's an ick. It's not an ick, actually.
That is not an ick. Well, I went gay speed dating.
It's an ick for me, because I'm not a very public, public go to. You are very different. You will turn up to a bar. You will talk to anyone.
I will.
Me, I will not do that. I will literally turn up to a bar and I'll stand there and be like, oh my God, I'm fucking scared. Unless I'm with friends, and then I'm in a very comfortable position. On my own, fuck no.
All right, next ick.
Your ick.
Next ick is, and I have a story that goes with this.
Oh my
God.
Not story time.
When they constantly tell you about guys they're seeing, or that they've been with, or that they're being with. So I give you an example. I wouldn't even say dated. I was sleeping with a guy. I wouldn't even give him the fucking premise of him having me say,
what was his name?
Dated. Not going to do that.
Oh, but please.
He knows who he is. I doubt he even watches this podcast. We don't really speak anymore. But anyway,
that's why you need to tell me, so I can send it. We can send it up from our Insta.
No. Okay. So anyway, he and I would sleep together. But every time I would go around, he would tell me about guys he's sleeping with, or he would tell me it'd just be weird. He'd be just telling me about all these guys that are into him, and I was like, love that for you. But because he did that, because he did it, I just sexually went, I'm not really into you, because if everyone can have you, and he would tell me about people he was sleeping with too, and I'm like, well, if everyone can have you, I don't want you. And then the cheek of it, when it all was said and done, I got this message months later being like, I'm not mad that you that we didn't work out. I'm just mad that you pretended to be into me. And I'm like, are you crazy? If every time I see you, the only thing you have to say is the people who you slept with, the people who were trying to sleep with you, etc., etc., what do you think is going to happen? If your intention was to make me jealous, you're wrong. Because I do not view sex in that way. We've discussed this many times.
Yeah.
I think sex is just an interaction thing that happens. Like, it's not meaningful. More meaningful to me would be, I don't know, the way that you set up a house together, the way that you build a family together, the way that you invest your lives with each other. Does that mean I'm against monogamy? No. I have no issue being in a monogamous relationship with someone if that's what they prefer. But I don't put the power on sex in that way.
But do you not need to be for me, I need to be sexually attracted to my partner, and obviously all the other stuff, like it's me and you, it's what we can build together, it's what we want to achieve together. But for me, it's like sex for me and it is monogamy. Like, I will never introduce another person into my life.
Wait. So, first of all, because I need to unpack what you just said to me. Yes, sex matters. What part of sex is an interaction don't you understand?
No. Sex is not a transaction.
I wouldn't have sex with someone if I wasn't sexually attracted to them.
Of course.
And I love to have sex, so I don't do it enough lately, but he says after
having a fucking wild night out a couple of weeks.
But no, I think sex is important, but let's be honest with each other. In the gay community, usually two guys get together, they spend 2 years together. That initial butterfly energy and spark disappears, and then you want to spice things up, so we introduce a third person into the bedroom, or we introduce a fourth person into the bedroom.
Turned into Trauma Tuesdays.
But to be fair, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Well, it happened in my last relationship.
It's happened in 2 of my last relationships.
It won't happen again.
But it's not necessarily, the thing is, I think we are so used to putting a negative energy around having those types of relationships that are a bit more open, that we then do it in secret. And what's the point of doing it in secret? Because if you truly are just monogamy, and that works for you, like I said, I'm not against it, great. But I'd rather be in a relationship that is not monogamy, if it means the other person is going to just sneak around anyway.
Well, of course, that's a big thing. Communication is a key to all of that, and you need to communicate how things, and if things change, you need to talk about it. You need to, and if you don't communicate, that's when it all breaks down. That, and I mean, it's not even in the gay community. It's anywhere in life. You need to communicate, because some people view sex as
the church
just
views
sex. Some people view sex as a very intimate, my person type of interaction.
And no, but look, there's a difference between there's a difference between just fucking and making love. Like, let's be honest. If you have sex with someone who you have feelings for, and they have feelings for you, it feels different. It's a very different thing. It's a very different entity. I'm not disputing that. I'm also not disputing that we're all fucking raging monkeys and we're all horny bastards and we go a little bit crazy sometimes. And that's just fucking. And That's just fucking. And rather than live in a world where I go with the norm, and the norm is no, I'm just monogamous, but then secretly 2 years in we've had conversations where Alfred comes round every other night to fucking join us in fucking cartwheels in the bedroom, but we don't tell anyone about it because it's a secret. I just can't live like that. I'm like, no, I'd rather
fair. That's understandable. That's so understandable. But not everyone is like that.
I get it.
So,
and what they're doing is stopping at the glory hole on the way home, and I'm just like...
What was the ick? The ick was...
When guys specifically will tell you about other guys...
Okay. So we've gone completely off topic.
Well, we did, but just to make you jealous, or to... Because that's what it is.
I mean, that is an ick. That's a red flag. That's red flag energy to be like, I've spoken to X, Y, and Z, and we did this, and I didn't give a fuck. I don't care.
Exactly. But for me, I don't mind that.
Why
Though.
are you telling me about other men or other people that are in your life when I'm here with you to do whatever we're doing here?
So I don't mind so much that whole spiel, because I as a person, I don't always articulate myself well in the moment,
Right.
but I always walk away with the action. Always. There are times where I will reflect, and then you'll see a different side to me, and it's like been 3 weeks, but it took me 3 weeks to sit and process it and break it down, and then I'm just like, you know what, it is what it is. Like, you, if your intention was to invoke some sort of instant jealousy or rage, you're out your tiny mind, because the only thing I feel instant rage and jealousy for is when my bottle of wine is empty and your bottle of wine is full. That is it.
Which is currently what the situation is.
No, it's not good.
But no, I agree with that. I agree. I think jealousy is a big thing, and if you are jealous because, or I mean, if you are the type of person to be saying to other people, look who I've been talking to, look who I've been sleeping with, look who has been giving me attention over you, it's like, that just shows that you're so self-centered within yourself that you are an actual cunt.
So that to me just says game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I ain't got time for these games. I'm not very good at Fortnite. I'm not playing.
We know.
I'm not playing more games when I'm.
You lost at Monopoly the other day. Game of Life. Oh,
no,
Game of Life.
No, I won at the game.
All right. You did.
Fucking hell, taking my accomplishments away. But again,
an ick for me, guys, is someone that
found
always just like tells everyone about their winnings, but doesn't tell them about their losings.
Oh, I like that. So it's like they're constantly bigging up how well they're doing.
Imagine
they don't talk about the 99 times they
fail. Like, I mean, I am very successful in my own right, as are you, as is everyone else, and you've done things that have made you be not as successful. I was going to call you a loser. I've done things that I'm never a loser.
Are you calling me a loser?
I mean, when we used to
get out of here.
When we used to stream, you lost a lot of battles. So
this cunt.
Oh. That is a big thing for me. Lucky 18 plus, RA 18 plus. For me, a big thing is when somebody boasts about their winnings more than they do about their losings, because I find it more attractive and more interesting about
seeing someone's
see someone's failures over their success, because success defines a lot of people, but I don't believe that. I believe it's actually the opposite. I believe that your failures build you to be the person that you are.
I agree. And I mean, to be honest with you, if we all just had a small loan from our dads of $1 million, we'd all probably be a lot more successful.
No, but success doesn't, for me, success is not money.
No, but a cash injection into whatever you're working on,
of course,
gives you the upper edge.
Of course, money will help with that, right? Of course, I'm not discounting the fact that if we all had $1 million, we would be doing different things.
Well,
I mean, if we all had $1 million,
we'd probably drink it in wine. We would. But
if we all had $1 million each, if you were born tomorrow and everyone was like, "Welcome to the world. Here is $1 million," life would be the same, because the bottle of wine that we're drinking would be $1,005,000. So we couldn't afford it.
Not to be too like
Debbie
deep
Downer
with you, but the fact that we were born and can walk and are not blind and have our hearing and are mentally capable and independent. We already were born with $1 million. We just forget it sometimes.
Yeah, true. So back to what I was saying around being successful is, tell me your
failures.
Tell me what your failures are. Tell me why you think you failed at things in life, because if you can't do that, then you've been brought up in a way where you think that everything is perfect in your life, and nobody's life is perfect. And that means, for me, when that happens, there's going to be issues, because you've done nothing wrong, you've had nothing bad happen to you in your life, you haven't had the chance to be able to build your character on failures on what you're doing.
I mean, let's be honest, nothing that's easy is worth doing.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, if you're the smartest person in the room, go to another room.
Yeah.
And I agree with that. Like, it's hard sometimes because when you think about like today's culture, especially our work culture,
Yeah.
we very much are in blame game, finger pointing.
Yeah.
And I've worked in several sectors. Like I've worked in healthcare, I've worked in catering, I've worked in God, where are the other stuff I worked? Construction.
Everywhere.
Because let's be honest, like I've
You've
done a lot of
worked in the
management.
sauna.
I have not worked in the sauna, but I've worked in different sectors
Worked
because
out in the sauna.
management level, and then one boss brings you to this company, and one boss asks you to go to this company, and so you get to see the cogs that are in place, and most of the cogs are the same. But we have a fear of saying, "Hey, I really messed that up."
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, most of the stuff that I personally have learned have been from, oh my God, I have fucked
Well, have a
this
look,
up.
right? Well, both of us have come from our upbringing. Not it's been similar in a way where we both grew up in government housing, or in housing that the normal person would have. You know what I mean? You
We have
we're
not.
very different. We're very different.
We have definitely not grown up in the same
You lived
environment.
on boats, and
What?
I mean, not lived on boats. You
I did live on a. Well, it was called Curaflow.
a show, a show, a show.
I was on a sailing yacht with my
Oh, you
brother.
know what I mean? Like these things here, right? These are
It was the best trip ever.
these are not failures, but these are the things that bring us up to be we can talk about these stories and say, I didn't get it on a silver platter when I was a child. Those people that have, and I've spoken to many people that have been given the best of the best because that's the way they've been, and God bless them, and they're entitled to that because I'd love to be born into royalty or.
Oh, would you? Because imagine if like.
But their
I'd
life
have to
is
be
very
born
different.
into royalty.
Not,
That would be a
hang on, wait,
camera
not
on
maybe
me.
not royalty, maybe like celebrities. Have you ever dreamed? Have you ever dreamed of being like, I wish
Yeah.
that I was like the child of
Look,
Jennifer Aniston or whoever. I don't even think
there have been many times where I have dissected my early years development.
Beyonce. I'm gonna say Beyonce and her daughter, Blue Ivy, right?
But that's just not the cards you would dealt.
The life that person lives. But do you think that they think they're successful?
I think that regardless, there's still going to be challenges, and challenges that we probably can't comprehend because we're not from that world.
Yeah.
But I don't know if, like, I made a lot of mistakes as a teenager, a lot of horrible mistakes because I was growing up and I was angry or whatever. Like, you can wrap it up however you want to wrap it up. I'm not sure I would have wanted a spotlight on me during those formative years. Like, a lot of drinking, a lot of drugs, a lot of hurting people who was only trying to help me. A lot of not being a very well-rounded individual. So, to be honest with you, the idea of being Beyonce's child and also going through that, no thank you.
Yeah.
No, fuck that for a level of drafts. But at the same time, there's probably, you look at the world and the economics of the world and the different ways of living and the different conditions of living, and we live in a golden era where there hasn't been any war, even though we probably are on the brink of war.
I'm not packing my bags for that shit.
We've been so blessed. So I hear what you're saying, but I think as I get older, I try and stay a little bit more humble to, yes, some things weren't okay, or yes, I would love to change certain elements, but fundamentally, those experiences and that life, I might not be who I am now had I not been in this world, or if I hadn't experienced these different challenges.
Yeah.
And I think when you experience trauma, like I've got a sister who's passed away, I've got a dad that's passed away, I've got another sister who pretty much was on her way out from taking drugs. Not that I'm judging her because, like I said, in my early 20s I did a lot of drugs. But I feel like all of those situations and those challenges happening whilst I was in my early 20s, middle 20s. Now mean that when I get to my 40s, 50s, it might be a smoother ride. Some people get all of their challenges at 40, 50. You just don't know. It's just one of those things. Anyway, I digress.
That was an ick. That was an ick for me, is success and, being successful.
And life tangents tonight. You can tell we haven't done a podcast because we're excited to do one. So now we're just like, drink some wine.
Oh, yeah. Actually, guys, just while we're midway through this episode, we want to just make sure that we thank everyone again. We're really keen. We sat here for probably about maybe 10, 15 minutes to be like, what are we going to do for our next episode? We're not short of ideas. We just want to keep it spicy. We want to keep it cool and fun and whatever else.
The vibe.
But we need you guys to interact with us. We need you to let us know. Send us a message. Is there something you want to listen to? Is there something you want to hear our opinion on? And it doesn't need to be about gay culture. It doesn't need to be about the LGBTIQ plus A, B, B, C, D, E, F, G, spaghetti. We're going to get cancelled for that. It can be anything. It can be absolutely anything. What does the day in the life of us look like? Or what do we do? Blah, blah, blah. If there's anything you want to hear, please let us know. But thank you to everyone that's liked, subscribed, followed us, keeps continuing to watch and listen to our journey, because...
fuck them! No, I'm joking.
Actually, no, fuck them. We haven't even hit subscriptions yet. We're not even making any money out of here, so...
It's all good.
We're going to start a PayPal...
Now, I honestly feel like the thing that I've loved about this is it's just been so authentic and so real. And, a lot of the times you could ask me something 6 months ago and I might have a different opinion as to what I have now, or something might happen tomorrow that changes my opinion.
I mean, there's a lot of things that, I re-watch and re-listen to some of our episodes and it's like, oh shit, maybe I should have rephrased that somehow or changed
There's no point, because it's real. And the thing is, I think, you look at some people who create, or you look at some people in our worlds, and especially if you come from small towns, and then they're a certain type of person and everyone knows them as that certain type of person, and then they start to change and people get real funny about it, and it's like, what are you doing? That person's growing. That person is learning and doing something other than staying still.
Can I just say, I'm gonna pre-plan this, and if you're still here when football season comes around again, because you love football now, right? Like you love
it.
You love watching.
Go doggies.
No. We don't. We're embarrassed for that team.
Go Bulldogs.
I'm going to create a mini episode podcast, and maybe you should do one for yourself as well, and we can do it side by side. The canteen. Remember the canteen where you dissed them out a couple of weeks ago, where you were like, they didn't have an egg and bacon roll or whatever it was?
Yeah.
I've decided, because I love dim sims, right? I'm going to, when our friends are playing football, I'm going to go and watch them, because I often watch them anyway to support them. I'm going to go to the canteen, I'm going to get one fried and one steamed dim sim, and I'm going to rate them at every place. And let me tell you, I'm going to...
What, at every oval?
Every oval they play at, because they all have canteens, right? Like, that's how these...
So basically what you're telling me is,
you should do
fuck our podcast, you're going to go and do a fucking great dim
do
sum.
this as well. We'll do this, but we're going to have, dims... I could do chicken nuggets, but that would be a bit weird.
I think we'll park that.
And you can do, potato cakes or something. Or maybe egg and bacon rolls.
No, I'm fine. You know what? It's absolutely fine.
Gareth waits the egg and bacon roll in Australia.
It's fine. As you can see, guys, it's going to just be me from now on. He's ditching me for some fucking dim sims. Let him dim sim the fuck out of here into a soup broth. A second ago, a second ago, I'm like, when people change and they grow, he starts trying to bring change. I'm like, right, off you fuck then. Fuck him.
Right, but guys, thank you so much again. We appreciate everyone for engaging with us, talking to us via our socials.
Next ick.
And our next ick.
Next ick is, so I don't know if you've experienced this before, but when you're dating someone and then, it's been a couple of weeks and, that initial...
The honeymoon phase
is over, and the cracks start to show, because they do. And then you're busy though, you're just going throughout life. You're still content with that person. You're just figuring each other out. But then you don't reply straight away, or you don't ring them straight away, or you don't get to the message quick enough, and then they lose their shit. I'm so sorry, babe, but when we met, I didn't come with a bunch of coupons that told you how quickly I was going to be able to respond. Why are you expecting now that my world is going to revolve around you?
I mean, it's all about expectation. If you set the expectation, and I'm notorious for this. I'm terrible. I've had many times in the past my work people say to me, "You need to stop replying so quickly," because I get a message and I reply straight away, or I get an email.
No, that's
and I reply
fine
straight
when you
away.
can, but
No. But this was constantly, and I do this still. Like I'm thankful that I haven't looked at my phone.
I'm not saying you. Listen, I think there's responding in a timely manner, which is respectful.
But when you set that expectation,
No,
then that's the expectation.
No. Who set the expectation? If you replied to me, say for 2 weeks, you messaged me every day, and on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for the first week, you messaged me back instantly, and then the week after, on the Monday, it took you an hour and 20 minutes to reply to me, and then they lose their shit. What are you losing your shit over?
Well, yeah, that's an ick.
Because I'm sorry, I'm busy. Like,
that's an ick.
Just because I was free on these days to respond that quickly or to be that open with you, doesn't mean I don't have friends, doesn't mean I don't have work, deadlines, doesn't mean I'm not taking a shit, doesn't mean I'm not out in the pub with my friends. It's that good old thing of, where have you been?
Yeah.
Where have you been? What time do you call this? Who the hell do you think you are?
I mean, when it comes to questioning, like, the thing for me is if you open my message, then
left you on red.
I mean, it's hard because I do that when I'm in my busy period of work, and there's a lot of people, and my best friends are like would vouch for me for this. Is I run such a chaotic summer period with my work that I do
that you're not as available.
I will literally have someone message me and I will open the message and I have red receipts on because I'm like, well, I don't have anything to hide. So I've got my red receipts on and then I have to take a phone call or I get pulled into a crisis.
This is what I mean.
And then I don't reply and then I go, oh shit, I've forgotten, and 4 hours has passed, and because I've been just chaotic with everything.
But what makes people so entitled that they think that, okay, now I'm going to pop off at you about it? No, I'm sorry, mate. No.
I mean, red receipts and delivery of messages has been a massive change in the way. Remember the days of like green messaging or like?
Listen, I remember the days where you had to go outside and just go to the lamppost that you usually make your friends at, and if they were there, they'd
lamppost.
Yeah, you know a lamppost.
We don't do lampposts here.
The street lights. What do you call those?
Street lights.
A lamppost. So you like go to like the local green where the lamppost is, and you would meet your friends there, and then off you'd go. I just don't get it. I'm sorry, it's not for me.
I mean, the generation now is more technological, right? We'll have to make.
And that's fucking great for them. But I do not bang. I do not dance to the bang of your drum as and when it suits you. Like, no. I'll get back to you when I get back to you. And I'm quite fortunate that, because this happens in friendships too.
Yeah.
And me as a person, there are times when I get really depressed and the only person I want to be around is me.
Yeah.
Not because I'm punishing the world, because I know I'm not in a really good space.
Yeah.
And am I going to be fun to be around? No. Am I probably going to bring the mood down? Yes. So I'd rather just sit in my room, watch a film, escape for a little bit, and then come back out when I'm good and ready. Yeah. If I then have someone jumping down my throat, get the fuck out of here, because I've not got time for it. And I think nobody should have time for it, because the world doesn't fucking revolve around you, and nor does it revolve around yourself.
I mean, I have this theory. I have this saying that you came into this world on your own.
And you're going out on your own.
And you're going to leave on your own. So anything that happens in between, you cherish and you enjoy, but you owe nothing to anybody.
Correct.
Right? So you'll never owe anything to anybody because you just don't know how long you have or what's going to happen next. I mean, there's a very fine line in saying there's a respect thing where I'm going to ignore you and I'm not busy or whatever else. But like if you're genuinely busy,
Well,
then
look,
that makes sense. Or you've got something going on in your life.
or you missed it, or you went to replying. Have you ever wrote a message and thought you've replied, and you've just been doing so much
Oh
that
my
you
god,
haven't replied?
I did this the other day and it was so fucking embarrassing. I was embarrassed because one of my clients had messaged me on our channels that we talk through, and they had messaged me and I typed the message but I didn't press send, and it was like I was doing other things for other clients
And then
and
you
I
get
was
wrapped up
working,
in what
and
you're
then
doing.
they've responded and I was like, hey, this is really urgent, and it was urgent. That's why I had responded, but I hadn't pressed send, and I was like, I feel like an absolute fucking idiot here, like because I didn't press send.
But these things happen, and then imagine if that person on the other end was like losing their shit. Like, it's life. Like, things
Yeah.
get in the way, and for people to feel a certain type of way on how quick you respond and when you respond, to me is an ick. Like, I'm sorry.
It shouldn't be a judgment of your character. It shouldn't be a judgment of your character. And I, as I said, I was really bad for this because I would get something, do it straight away, and then if I didn't do something in the same, let's say the same request or the same thing that come through my email at the same time I did it previously, people would be like, "What's going on? Why hasn't this been done? What's happening?" And it's like, okay, but there might be other things happening. So
I mean,
just take a chill back and
I think
calm the fuck down.
from a work perspective, it's very different because, contractually, there are things within your remit and there are plates that you are going to spin,
I mean,
especially at management level.
I didn't have any, KPIs.
So there's no
Around
KPIs,
that.
but I can almost guarantee you probably started at the very bottom and then learned that role inside and out and then got promoted and then learned that role inside out and then got promoted and then got promoted.
I mean, I got promoted 4 times in 2 years.
So again, I wish very much follows the same trajectory as when I was head of customer service at CityDoc. I went in as a complaints manager, stripped my complaints manager down and went and did all the inquiries so I could find where the problems were, utilising the team, promoted. But by the time you get there, because you've gone that route in, you already know how to spin the fucking plates.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean you're not spinning a million plates. Contractually.
Next ick.
Next ick. 1 second.
Next ick. And this is, I think, the last ick. Is this your fourth?
This is the last one I've got.
And I need to think of one ick that I have.
All right.
But
okay.
I'm going to have to just... I have to think.
Not only is this the biggest ick, it also is the biggest tell for me. Like, right at the very, very beginning, when we first go out, I am going to be watching and observing how you treat the waitstaff. How you treat the waitstaff, how you treat the bartender, how you treat your taxi driver. Any of those interactions I see tells me everything I need to know. Because let's be honest, a lot of people who are waiters are either studying, on holiday,
Foreign affairs,
although technically I'm not really a waiter anymore, but
you don't know what you're doing.
I do. I'm doing the event.
You just do whatever you fucking get told to do.
But to be fair, you're making me digress.
Don't blame me. That's an.
I am blaming you.
Don't blame me. That's
Don't
my.
you
That is
make
my.
me.
That's gonna be my.
But you just put me off topic.
This is gonna be my ick after this.
So how you treat the waitstaff. So if you're like rude or have you ever? Oh my god!
I was going to do that the other day.
I lose my shit. I have only been on one ever day where someone has
No, you can't. The clicking is not on.
Clicking at a waiter.
But how do you call it? Like, let's just say that you're ready for the bill, or you're ready for your next course, and it's been a long time. What do you do?
I can promise you that if you start looking like this and start trying to make eye contact with a member of staff, at some point they're going to see you and go, "Is everything okay, sir?" Or, "Hi, could I please have..." Like, just table manner.
The clicking is not for me.
The clicking is not for me. Even if they walk past and you say, "Excuse me," like, it's not hard to have manners. But it tells me everything I need to know about you. I don't care what your job is. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care... Because money comes and goes. You might be up here today, you'll be down here tomorrow. Like, you never know. But the decency of how you treat other people...
Yeah. It's a
Absolutely
character.
not.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna, like, even stupid things like when you complain, like, oh, they put greens on the side, but I asked for this. Like, just ask for more. Like, you don't have to make someone's life really hard.
You don't have to be a cunt.
Correct.
Like life, you shouldn't be making someone else's life difficult because you're a nasty person.
Correct.
They're doing a job.
And I will say, like,
As do you do a job.
when I started the job that I'm currently in now, the first thing I started doing was waiting tables. I've never waited a table in my life. And I can honestly tell you that the experience that I've had has been nothing but positive. So I've never...
Yeah.
Well, to be honest with you, if someone clicked their fingers at me and I was doing that kind of shift, I would just walk past them anyway. Like, you're gonna have to go put a complaint about me because I ain't the one. And secondly, if you continue down that, we're gonna have a word in the car park and I'm gonna punch you in the face because I am not the one. It's true though. I'm not gonna stand for that. I would never stand.
I don't know about punching customers in the
fucking habit, son.
Because they clicked at you. But you're okay with men in the park whistling at you, and all you did was run away. You didn't even fight them. You ran away.
I think they wanted to punch me somewhere else.
Yeah.
I think they wanted to throat punch me.
I think so as well.
I think they wanted to tickle that little dangly thing right in the back of my throat.
Okay, Nikki, calm the fuck down.
It's Cardi B.
Oh.
We're supposed to be gay and cultured.
I'm uncultured. I'm unfiltered. I have zero fucks to give.
Anyway, what's your ick?
My ick. What was my ick? I was talking about it before.
I don't know what you said. I wasn't here.
I can't remember. I don't have any icks. I'm an angel.
No, it's not the icks that you have as a person. It's what icks you out in another person. What are you talking about?
Icks.
Key of the tomboy.
I don't even know.
There's nothing you
I'm
can
actually
think of.
such a really like I'm such a real like down to earth person that I will
Here she goes.
Take every individual and work with them on anything. It doesn't matter. Like,
no, babes, no. No. What is this? You're not.
I can't like. I don't.
You're not.
I don't have icks. I'm not like okay.
Babes, this is not college curriculum. They're not here to get a fucking ACAS accredited award from you and some fucking points to put towards uni. Like, no, get your shit together, get your act together, or get the fuck away. Like, what?
I feel like
I will work with anyone. Like, I know you were a bit unhinged in your last relationship, but we just hope you won't bring it into this one. And if you do, we'll work through it together. Get the fuck out of here.
That's not an ick for me, though. That's not an ick. If someone has had issues in the past or someone has had problems and they've brought it into the next place... Like,
no, look,
we will have a very serious conversation about that, but I'm not going to be like, okay, well, that's going to turn me off because of X, Y, and Z.
Well, I'm just going to put my red flag up. Because if you... What you just told me tells me everything I need to know. And that is, you walked out of that fucking shithole because he threw you out. And then instead of doing a bit of healing and a bit of working on yourself to get over that kind of behaviour that's not acceptable within a relationship as an adult, you thought, I know, I'll skip into the next fucking person and try offload that shit onto them. No, thank you.
No, but that's not an ick for me. That's not an ick for me.
He's just out here letting all the waifs and strays.
No, but I feel like
he's out here caring for these wounded animals with all their icks.
No, but that's
the fucking ick doctor.
The ick doctor is crazy.
Doctor Nugget.
Nah, but I feel like some things you can't help, and unless
agree. I'm not saying people don't have problems. We all do, but
all right. Well, an ick for me is if you drive a shit car. If it's got rust on it, then that's it.
That is hilarious. You can't say that. That's all you can afford.
Well, that's...
My car's beautiful.
That's okay.
There's no rust on my car.
The engine's about to blow up.
No, it's not. It's a workhorse.
Look, I probably do have some icks. I haven't really had a lot of time to think about them. But I don't... I'm a pretty genuine person. And I feel like that I like to understand people.
Understanding people is not...
An ick for me is somebody...
I'm getting so heated.
An ick for me is somebody that comes to a conclusion without evidence or facts, that is one ick for me. If you come at me, if you come at me and be like, you did this, you did that, and you don't have facts or evidence
to back it up,
then that is an ick for me. It's like you're making things up. You're making things up
why would they do that?
Well,
is that because
we know what the gay scene's like.
They've
right?
sat with it for.
We know what the gay scene's like, and the gay scene is very, very
not just the gay scene.
opinionated.
I think it's every scene.
Well, I mean everywhere, but I find it a lot in the gay scene where people just like to cause drama unnecessarily for no reason. And if you can't provide me a receipt or the facts or evidence that that actually occurred, then it didn't occur. And if you want to play on that, then that to me is like, I'm gonna just have a rethink about what's happening here, because that then taps into trust, and that taps into.
So that's an ick then. That's an ick for you.
You know, trust for me is a big thing. You need to have trust with whoever it is, even in friendships. Friendships is a big thing. You need to have trust. You know, you turn up to my house. When you turn up to my house, I'd never met you in person before. We'd obviously spoken a lot. You
had to trust I wasn't going to.
I had to trust that you were a genuine person, and I mean, we're not even talking about relationship. It's just like icks in general. You know, there was things that I was like, oh, that's a little bit off for me. We'd be having a different conversation. Like that to me, trust is a big thing, and like show me the receipts. Like you tell me that I did this, that, and whatever. Show me.
See, you're a lot tamer than me, because if someone says to me now, like, oh, you're sleeping with such and such a body, or what are you doing, talking to flirting with all them boys? I'm like, you want to fucking accuse me of doing that? I'll fucking ride his dick and send you a video, cunt. Like, don't tell me what I've been doing, because if you tell me I've been doing it, I'm going to do it. Like,
no, see, that's back to the treat of me and keep him keen.
No, it's not. I'm not going to wear a label of punishment that you've decided to brand on me because you've been in the fucking bedroom doing maths and fucking put 6 and 6 together and got 384, and now I'm wearing a fucking tag that says I've done something wrong.
Yeah, fair.
When all I've done is been sat at home playing Fortnite and I've not responded to you because I'm drinking a wine and chilling with my friend. Absolutely fucking not. Okay, you want to go, dog? I'll show you what happens when we go. Here's my location. I'm at the fucking sauna. Try dicks again.
Oh my god.
This is why I'm single, I think. I just haven't had time for people's shit anymore.
I think this is why you're single.
I think after a while, like maybe a couple more years, I might be ready to let someone in, but probably not.
I don't think so.
All men are dogs.
Guys, we've talked about icks. We've talked about saunas. We've talked about fucking... I don't even know what else we've talked about in our podcast.
We've talked about icks. We've talked about boundaries. We've talked about people crossing them. We've talked about...
This is my last episode because I'm going to go and start my dim sim.
Oh, he's going to start dim sim.
My dim sim.
Do you know how I know that this is not the end of our podcast? Because he literally says to me every other day, we need to film our podcast. And I, because I've been sick, have been like, please, just one more day.
That's an ick, see, for me, making excuses when you're not even sick. He had the fucking man flu, guys.
Do you know what?
He had a cough and a cold.
Do you know what?
And I had to make soup. I had to get a vaporizer.
Do you know what's ick for me?
Get his feet rubbed.
When people lie. Because he knew I was so sick. Because this cunt, I came home from work and I had a little housemate note and it said, hello, housemate. Here's some vinegar for the bar. I sorted that out, actually. I've made you some soup. Just twist the lid. And then what was the other one? And here's some tablets. Take 2 before bed or before eating. And I'm like, this cunt obviously is a bit worried about me because he's looking after me. Like, he really did look after me. I actually went and bought all that soup stuff, and I didn't even eat any of this. I had, like, the littlest bowl just to see if it was cooked. I know. And then the rest got thrown out. I had, like, 3 big bowls of it. Yeah, and that's why you're alive, because I saved you. And he gave me, like, the Spix machine to, like, there was no mushrooms made in the making of the soup. There were no death cap mushrooms. Gareth is here to tell the tale. I'm so giddy today. Why am I so giddy? This is the giddiest I've been on these podcasts. Giddy? Yeah, like giddy. Like, ooh, giddy. Giddy. You've been sick and you haven't recorded for fucking 2 weeks. So you know, like... Yay! Right, we're 54 minutes in, and I had a lot of talk in this podcast. You didn't get a word in this way. My glasses.
is empty. My glass is empty. I don't know what our next episode's going to be. You guys need to help us out, but
I would really love to do like an agony aunt episode, but for that we need you, like, you know, an agony aunt, like where you like would be like, you'd send a letter in and it'd be like, dear queers, on this day I did blah blah blah, and you tell you tell a story that you wouldn't normally say out loud, or you would like write in anonymously, like it may be something you've done, it may be something your partner's.
How are we going to do that? We're going to need to put it on our Instagram.
It would be great if we could get some participation to do that, and then we could read out the scenario.
How about
we could give our advice on how we might handle it? But we would.
How about what we do is we will create a form, and in our Instagram bio there's a link tree which has all of where you can listen and watch our podcast. Up the top we'll tag a form that you can add in. You can be anonymous or you can say who you are. It'll be optional.
And we'll call it Dear Gays.
And when we get a few responses, we need to have engagement because we can't.
Dear Gays, and it can just be anything that you want advice on. It could be an ex-partner, it could be a current partner, it could be anything. It could be.
Let's make it like it's like actually a therapy session, although this ain't therapy. Because
we're not licensed professionals.
No, and maybe tomorrow
you might wake up with emotional hangover.
Guys, thank you so much for listening in again this week. We are all over our Instagram. Please make sure that you follow us and listen and subscribe, like, whatever else you need to do. Please share our podcast out as well. We appreciate everyone for listening in. And until next week.
But wait, and I appreciate you for looking after me this week. And for bringing me out my shell to do this podcast. Cheers. You're a good friend.
Cheers, guys.
You little bitch.
Fuckers.
Bye.